trout's eyes move independently of each other. Watch the trout's right eye turn to look at the camera while the left eye stays relatively still. And again. A chapter in a book could probably be written about this next segment. It shows a trout from head on in the seconds before targeting its prey and reveals the movements of the trout's eyes as it targets and scrutinizes its potential prey, then changes its mind. First in real time. Now in slow motion. The trout takes notice. Its eyes start to cross, scrutinizing the loss of interest. Even while the trout's attention is on this drifting object and the depth of field very narrow, its monocular vision is in focus at all times. A trout's eye movement is to alter its focus on underwater objects, typically food. However, the window into the surface world is not affected. This illustration pertains primarily to a trout's underwater vision. The red intersecting lines represent a 180-degree arc from each eye. Their binocular vision of approximately 30 degrees is where they see with both eyes and is the only area where they have depth perception. It spans an area from above their head, through their forward field, and slightly downward. The remaining arc represents their monocular vision, which is highly attuned to detecting contrast and motion. The light color surrounding the eyes represents an area which is out of focus. Of course, this is proportional to their size. And from that point outwards, it favors distant vision. As for blind spots, there is a very small one in front of their snout and above their head. These have very little effect, if any, on their vision. There is a larger blind spot directly beneath their body and another to their rear, believed to be approximately 30 degrees, which I think is somewhat specious, as we'll see. Now, how does this illustration apply to a trout's vision above the surface, in the trout's window? It applies in some ways, except for the blind spots. Blind spots are only associated with a trout's underwater vision. This is contrary to what many believe. A trout at all times has a panoramic 360-degree view of our world in their window, surface water conditions permitting, with no blind spots.